Welcome everyone to another art tasting. I'm going to introduce Metro to you. Metro is a painting that kind of summarizes my explorations in Paris, France, really all over Europe. I would have loved to paint more, and maybe sometime I will. I painted a handful of paintings coming from there, Eiffel Tower mainly, because I know people like that. But the details that I've seen in Paris, driving around, walking around, our country doesn't have that. We built it too fast. We didn't have time to mess around with that. And Europe's just, century over century over century, and they just kept it. Like, no, we're gonna have these kind of details. And you see it everywhere. And I took an object that is so mundane, it's Subway, it's just the Subway. Something so simple, so not beautiful, so average. And I wanted to capture that because they put so much detail just in, a sign. Just in a sign that says, hey, the Subway's over here. And like every building, every street light, every gutters, it doesn't matter, in the subway, it doesn't matter where you're at. It's just beautiful, elaborate detail. And here, as an artist, my background in architecture, I've craved that. So when I went there, I was like awestruck. I can just sit on a street corner and not leave all day and just watch and look at all the little details everywhere. So I'm like, how can I paint all that? And you can't paint all of it, right? So I did this sign a while back, this painting. I personally fell in love with it. I know it's not gonna resonate for most people. They're not gonna see that, they're not gonna get it. But if you've been there, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you're a detailed person like I am, very right into all the intricacies like I like. So I'm gonna show you some pictures of this sign, because we've got different signs in Paris of the Metro, really drastically different cool signs. But I'll show you some stuff here and kind of draw you in and show you some details of this painting, Metro. All right, let's get started. One of the things I tried to accomplish on this painting, I knew it was going to be rich, I knew it was going to be detailed, so I even wanted the background to be more than normal. I wanted to put multiple layers in the background, different colors. You have the red, the blues, the yellows, the greens, multiple depths, dark blues, light blues, even different types of greens. I just wanted that richness to come through even in the background, so it would complement the foreground. It wouldn't compete with it. It would melt together. So that's what I'm trying to show you here is the things that, those details that you don't see. You're focused on the sign, but that background should match and should come together with it, of course. I don't know how they did this. I'm guessing it's cast iron, right? And then they had the plastic sign. I don't know when this was done, when they made this, if it was, 100 years old or 40 years old, but they spent the time on it. And I was just enamored by it. Just a common, everyday, run-of-the-mill sign that, like a stop sign. Hey, the Metro's here. And Metro's a big deal back then, but still. And even these little screws, these little rounded over screws, these are hard to find anymore, getting those. But just want to even show that. Just a little tiny details everywhere. Such a beautiful sign. This reminds me of all of Paris. Just everywhere you look, you can't not see details. If you just look at something for just a little bit of time, you can see it. Just such beauty. Something I like to paint, like to see. The fantastic richness of that red. I love red. One of my favorite colors. Okay, there's the details of Metro.